What's going on, everyone? I wanted to bring to you my top 16 side deck regional remote duel deck profile. For this event, I did decide to play Runick Stun. It was a last minute decision. I built the deck last week and decided I wanted to play it for the event, and I'm glad that I did. Again, I was able to get my spot in the top 16, earning my invite to nationals. It was 7 rounds. I did start the tournament off going 5-0 before taking 2 losses in the last 2 rounds. And yeah, it was a really good meta call in my personal opinion. I did play against a lot of Fire King Snake Eyes as well as Pure Snake Eyes, a couple of Rogue, Kashtira, another Stun variant as well. But yeah, so there's only a few changes I think I would have made with the deck, and I'll kind of go over that here in the deck profile. But let's get started. So for the monsters, I did play 3 Inspector Border. This is probably one of the things I would have changed. I think I would have opted for 3 Imano Awato instead, just because it's good for going first and second. Inspector Border is really good going first, just because you're able to play through Ash and Droll very easily. As soon as you put this up on the board, you're able to resolve your Fountain, your other draw and search spells, and yeah, it's really nice. But I definitely would have liked 3 Amano just to be able to help break those boards going second. I would have played it, but unfortunately, I just didn't have access to it before the tournament. And then for the runic spells, very standard. We have 2 Fountain, 3 Tip, 3 Flashing Fire, 3 Destruction, 3 Freezing Curses, 3 Slumber, 1 Droplet, 1 Dispelling, and 1 Smithing Storm. Again, I feel like this is very standard going to the stun list. There's nothing I would have changed up about these ratios. I really liked it. Even the 1-ofs, being able to search them off tip was perfectly fine. 3 Slumber just worked out great, being able to protect my Inspector Border or any of my other Runics. And yeah, just being able to loop it as well for that protection and banish is really nice. So yeah, I don't think there's anything I would have changed as far as the ratios go for the Runic spells. And then for some draw power, I did play 3 Duality, 2 Desires. I really liked Duality, especially when I was just able to normal summon Inspector Border and then dig through some more to try and add either more, Runics or more Floodgates. The only thing I probably would change is on the Desires. I believe I only resolved it once, but that was just about it for the entire tournament. I think going forward, I would probably switch it out for maybe like a 1 day a piece and then a called by. Just something to kind of help get that draw power, but not necessarily lose your resources at the same time. Because yeah, I just feel like I didn't capitalize on this enough, and I'd probably switch it out for that. And then for my 1-ofs, I do have 1 Terraforming, 1 Card Scanner, 1 Card of Demise, and 1 Time Tearing Morganite. Card Scanner was very great in this tournament. It came up so many times in so many games where I was able just to loop my runic spells, tucking them with Fountain, then going Card Scanner, calling Spell, adding it back was really great. And there was even times where I would just shotgun it blindly. If I didn't tuck anything and I had it in hand, chances are I am going to be going into a spell. So I decided to go ahead and just activate it, call spell, and at least 3 out of the 4 times I was getting a spell. So really great card. And then for my traps, 3 Skill Drain, 2 Synchro Zone, 1 Gozen, 1 There Can Be Only One, and 1 Rivalry. So the trap lineup I felt like was really great. Having Synchro Zone and Skill Drain out at the same time is insane. Especially against the Kashtira matchup. I believe I had both of these out at the same time, and my opponent was completely stuck. He wasn't able to do necessarily anything, and I believe I did deck him out that game. So, yeah, very, very crazy to have both of them out at the same time. Then going into the extra deck, I did play 3 Hugin, 3 Gary, 3 Munin, 2 Frecky, 1 Slipnir, 1 Baguska, 1 Typhone, and 1 Little Knight. these worked really well for me. I really capitalized on the Union being able to gain that life point advantage. It did help me in time in a couple of games, and then also being able to protect from Cyclone. Just having that targeting protection is really great as well. And then Gary to be able to help break boards, especially if you're not ending on any type of monsters. They go into battle phase and they declare. You go ahead and special out that Gary, then your opponent has to decide if they want to get rid of it and pretty much trade it off for another monster, or if they just want to leave it on the field and skip their battle phase essentially. So I think this worked out really great. Don't think I'd be changing anything on the extra deck as well. And then for my side deck, I did play 3 Cosmic Cyclone, 3 Judgment, 3 D Fisher, 3 Dogwood, and 3 Lava Golem. I really like my side deck. Golem and Cyclone were really good for going second. Dogwood in time, it definitely saved me in time as well. I think the only changes I'd probably make going forward with my side deck is the Lava Golem. I think I would opt to go 3 Sphere mode instead, because against the Snake Eyes and the Fire King matchup, I would prefer to not give them another fire. Even though I'm clearing 2, it still gives them the fire attribute to kind of gain advantage on the follow-up turn if I'm not able to clear it. So yeah, I just think going forward, I would probably switch that out for 3 Sphere mode. So that does it for the deck profile, guys. Again, I was able to secure a top 16 spot with Runick Stun. If you guys have any recommendations, or if you guys, have any input on what I should change for the future, definitely let me know down in the comments. I'm open to criticism. I'm open to making changes in the deck. Again, I just picked it up last week, and this is kind of what I went with here. Doing just the bare minimum testing, and I already see the changes that I want to make. But definitely let me know down in the comments if there's anything else you guys would like to see.